Now let's take a quick break for some bloopers. For my final news update, I'd like to share with you some information about the Pennsylvania foreclosure and unemployment numbers for January. You know, we all know that the economy is not great and foreclosures are up. But when we're thinking about this and talking about this with people, let's make sure that we're looking at the big picture. And let's look at how Pennsylvania is doing compared to the national standards. I got this information from a website that actually specializes in economy and business news. The source is stateline.org. Take a look at it when you have a chance, and you'll be able to get informations. You'll be able to get many informations. Welcome to our monthly real estate and community news update. So what happened nationally in February? For my final news update.
Hello, my name is Melissa Falcone, and I'm an executive mortgage advisor for Allied Home Mortgage. I'd like to discuss with you today VA loans. VA loans are
Now presenting Choosing a Knowledgeable Home Inspector. Please welcome Joe Papalowski, Certified Home Inspector with Advantage Home Inspection Services.
Often asked, how do you choose a home inspector? The first thing you want to look for when choosing a home inspector is to make sure that your home inspector is certified by the American Society of Home Inspectors. The American Society of Home Inspectors is the largest society of home inspectors in the United States. We outnumber every other society 5-1. The American Society of Home Inspectors wrote the standards for home inspection that are practiced today in the state of PA. In other words, the state of PA requires by law that home inspections be performed to the American Society of Home Inspectors standards. So we, in a sense, wrote the standards for home inspection. The second thing that you want to look for when looking for a home inspector is experience. Experience is big. The more experience your home inspector has, the more experience he has in finding the things that you want him to find on your house. You have to watch out. Some home inspection companies may advertise that they've been in business for 15 years. You need to see how long your individual inspector has been doing home inspections. I know some of the bigger companies, the owners of the companies aren't doing the home inspections anymore, so you may be lulled into a sense of having a home inspector that's been in business for 15 years doing home inspections, and it may turn out that they hired the guy that they sent out and trained him 6 months ago. So be aware that experience is important. The home inspector gets much better with more experience, and if the company that you hire is sending somebody new out, I would question who they're sending out and make sure that the guy that they're sending out has the amount of experience that they're advertising. So that's a big thing. Another thing I would look for when choosing a home inspector is to ask them how long it takes to do a home inspection. That's very important. A home inspection should take a minimum of 3 to 4 hours. If you have a home inspector and you have him on the phone and he's telling you he's only going to be there for an hour and a half to 2 hours, you're probably not going to get a full home inspection as outlined in the American Society of Home Inspection standards. It takes me a good 3 to 4 hours to look at everything in a house, sometimes even longer depending on the issues we have come up with, the discussions. So I would be, you should be looking for an inspector to be there 3 to 4 hours. If somebody's telling you they're going to be there 2 hours, you're not getting the full inspection, you're not getting a thorough inspection. So ask your home inspector, how long does the home inspection take? And the last thing I would look for when looking for a home inspector is references from different people. References from your family, your friends who have had home inspections done prior to your home inspection, where the inspector's done a good job for them. They recommend the inspector based on the fact that they didn't find anything additional in their house after they moved in. That's big. Sometimes your real estate agent can recommend a good home inspector, but usually when you go with recommendations, it's good to have two different sources. In other words, if one of your friends mentions that there's a home inspector that's been doing a really great job for them, did a great job for them, and maybe one of their friends, and your real estate agent has a list of inspectors and that guy's on it, by all means, pick that guy. If you follow these steps when choosing a home inspector, you're going to get a good inspection done. Thanks.
Please stand by for the local Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania real estate news. And our local Lehigh Valley news that affects both real estate and our communities, I have the following stories. Upper Macungie Township, as of January 1st, 2009, enacted an ordinance that requires a seller to obtain a sewer lateral inspection prior to the transfer of the property. This is something that could affect both the buyer and the seller and the negotiations in the sale price of a property. So it's important to get this information on a home that you might be interested in the Upper Macungie Township area. Another important update for the Lehigh Valley would be the Bethlehem Casino Resort. I would like to share two press releases with you. The first press release dated January 30th, where Sands Casino Resort Bethlehem announced that they have begun accepting applications online for the property's 1,000 available jobs. To get more information on the jobs available or to apply online, please go to pasands.jobs. A second press release that was released on February 16th, 2009, shows that Sands Bethlehem reached a new milestone of redevelopment of the former Bethlehem steel plant, as the first shipment of slot machines were delivered today. 363 to be exact. Visitors to the casino in the future will also be able to play poker, blackjack, and roulette games electronically. Slot denominations will range from 1 penny to $100. When the casino opens, the house will have a total of about 3,000 slot machines, with an eventual increase to 5,000 pending approval by the Pennsylvania Gaming Control Board.